Hi, my name is Ahis Anthony. Welcome to the Footy with Football Talk Show. And I'm riding solo. I know we've been on a hiatus, but we're back to start churning football content that would match up with latest football topics, latest football gist. And possibly when I have guests that will join me on the show, they will be invited. But at the moment, it's good to start afresh, start clean, start on a clean slate, and see how we can go from here. So many football gist has happened in a while. Yes, the Premiership is back. We'll be having games tomorrow, which is April 1st. As at the time I was recording this, Premiership will be back tomorrow. But just a few football gists that I just want to give my own opinion about. The Trent Alexander-Arnold story. And, when the news broke out about him joining Madrid and not, extending his contract or signing a new contract for Liverpool, Liverpool fans didn't really take it well. Liverpool fans didn't really, really take it well. I would say a lot of reaction. There was a video I saw of, I don't know, I can't lay my hand on the video. I saw it on Twitter, and one of a Liverpool fan. You can't be really sure these days because so many people can just pretend to be Liverpool fan, but it might not be. But I saw the person was wearing a Liverpool jersey, and it took Trent Alexander-Arnold jersey and lit it on fire. Like so many gaslighting, so many people saying he's not even up to Steven Gerrard's status in terms of legendary status in the club. A lot of comparison has been drawn ever since he decided to sign or agree in principle for Real Madrid. And Real Madrid were the one that brought out the news, not even Trent Alexander-Arnold, not even Liverpool. Real Madrid were the one that turned out the news. We don't know how true it is. It's not official yet. Liverpool, as at when I'm recording this video, Liverpool hasn't churned out any official statement to say Trent Alexander-Arnold is leaving. A lot of stories here and there, a lot of stories. But just my own 2 cents. You know, Trent Alexander-Arnold has been honest in this whole. I might not be a Liverpool fan, so I might not have that in-depth information to talk about. I just want to give my own opinion. Football players leave, even the best of them, legends, they leave. I think it's only Francesco Totti that stayed in Roma all his entire life. And even Steven Gerrard, did he leave? Yes, he still went ahead to play in the United States of America. He went to join the MLS, Major League Soccer. I guess if I'm not mistaken, someone can correct me. But the thing is, football players leave, and when they want to leave, they leave based on wanting a bigger like just a newer challenge. Even our so-called legend Thierry Henry, like you can see behind me there, I have him framed up. He left Arsenal for, I guess, a lot will banter Arsenal because Arsenal weren't winning trophies, so he needed to win the major trophies. He needed to win the trophy with the bigger A's, which is the Champions League, which he eventually did with Barcelona, and he became, prosperous. Not that he didn't win; it wasn't successful at Arsenal, but he won some leagues. He won the Premiership. He won the FA Cup. But the Champions League was the holy grail. And to be fair on him, he went. Arsenal fans didn't take it lightly, but they had no choice. Back to the TAA story. I stumbled on something on Twitter, and that is, which I'd like to share with you guys, which is a legend himself, that's Rio Ferdinand, saying something really, really, really important here, and I'd like you guys to listen to the video.
You should be saying thank you and good luck. Trent Alexander-Arnold, you didn't pay a penny for him. He came through your academy. He's one of your own, and he won it all. This kid has been there, worn the shirt, been one of your best players, most productive players in one of the most successful periods in recent years. And because he's choosing to go and leave the club, not for a rival, not for a team in the Premier League, he's going to the biggest club right now in the world, which is Real Madrid. You should be saying, you know what, I'd love him to stay, but you know what, I can't. Well done. Well done. You should be clapping him off and saying, you know what, we'll give you a hero's welcome when you eventually come back in 15 years, when you finish your career. The club have to take some responsibility. They've allowed him to get to this point.
Massive.
When he was 18 months out, he should have told the club that he wanted to leave. Rubbish. There's too many moving parts of this. He might have not known then where he wanted to go. Like you look at if it was Real Madrid he wanted to go to only, right?
Yeah.
18 months ago, they've got a right back who's
That's
one of
true.
the best in the world.
Yeah.
Carvajal was flying,
Champions
captain of his
League, doing
country,
his
winning
thing.
Champions League.
Yeah.
So the spot's not there for him,
Yeah.
right? And the situation might have been sped up because Carvajal's injury, right? So the situation changes. So they're not taking none of that into account. And I just feel that it's not all on Trent Alexander-Arnold.
100%, I agree with Rio Ferdinand there. It's not all on Trent Alexander-Arnold, really, if you look at it. And I love the way he broke everything down in there. Talking about the club having to take responsibility, because if he was at a point where his contract was at 18 months left, what did the club do? What did the club do to even try to, make him, reconsider extending or signing a new contract? And for me, I felt Trent Alexander-Arnold, his mind was made up. He needed a better challenge, in my own opinion. He's won everything. You could see what was reeled out there in terms of title won for Liverpool. He's won the Champions League. He's won a key that came from the academy. Liverpool. I don't know in Liverpool's history if they've had anybody who has gone through the Trent Alexander-Arnold trajectory, coming from the academy, being successful, leading the club to winning the Champions League, winning the Premiership, winning the FIFA World Club Cup, winning so many trophies. And I think with this season, the Premiership is nailed, with his club leading 12 points ahead with 9 games to go. So he's leaving on a high. And name me one Liverpool player that has come, maybe in the 70s, maybe in the 80s, but ever since I started watching football, which is watching the Premiership and following football, I know with a very close, with a very, how would I put it? Ever since I started watching football keenly, I've not seen any player that has come from this trajectory and achieving this for Liverpool. I stand to be corrected. Liverpool fans, you can reel out your comments. You can drop your comments and let's have a conversation, because really, I know I've not spoken to a few of my Liverpool friends. My friends are Liverpool fans back in Nigeria, because I know a few. I know one, Emmanuel, that hits me up. We argue ever since it's been Arsenal Liverpool this season. So we've been having our back and forth. Him not wanting Arsenal to win, I don't want Liverpool to win. But it is what it is. Liverpool are solely marching on to be champions this season with what they've done in the Premiership. Though they fell out of the three competitions in 2 weeks. You know, no, two competitions in 2 weeks. The Carabao Cup, they lost in the final, and also got dumped out of the Champions League within the space of 1 or 2 weeks. So I can understand. So all focus is on the Premiership, though they have some tricky ties to go, but I see them overcoming. But the question is, this Trent Alexander-Arnold news, how does it affect the camp of Liverpool? Has Arne Slot ever been in this sort of position? He walked into this. It's not any fault of his. He walked into a football team where three of the major players, starting from Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mo Salah, and Van Dijk, have their contracts almost running out. They're free agents now. They can decide to talk to any club because they've not signed any new contract. And so I heard that Konate may be next, possibly next, with a year left, and also followed by the goalkeeper Allison. So, based on what we referred to in that video, could it be a responsibility of the guys running the affairs of Liverpool, the FSG as they call them, or is it that players can decide to leave and not want to renew their contract? They just want to leave on a high. For me, in my own personal opinion, I don't see anything wrong with Trent Alexander-Arnold leaving. But I know Liverpool fans will not agree with me because they don't want their best to leave, which is, I quite empathize there. But when it gets to the fact of having to start calling Trent Alexander-Arnold names, burning his jersey, that's a bit too far, because this guy has done it and has won everything for Liverpool. So if he decides to go to Real Madrid, it's his choice. But the main question is, or the main issue is, Liverpool has fallen out of two competitions in the space of 1 week. losing the Carabao Cup final, no, getting dumped out of the Champions League and losing the Carabao Cup final, and now 9 games to go. How would Arne Slot handle this? Because this is a big issue as an outsider, and I call it a big issue because the way the fans have reacted to it, it's not in the good light. So when tomorrow or in this Premiership starting, resuming back, when is the Merseyside derby, Everton, Liverpool, where the slot starts? Alexander Arnold. How will the fans react? Will he get booed or will they cheer him on? I know it divides the opinion of the fans. Some would support him, but some are still angry and not too cool. But it's left for the Liverpool fans to just give the support. 9 games to go. It's possible for you guys to win the Premiership, and it's in your hands. Just my opinion. TAA, Trent Alexander Arnold, as a football fan, I support you, support the decision you've made. I hope nobody comes for me, but it's just my own opinion. And it's right for Liverpool fans to give their own opinion and to see why they are being not too happy for Trent Alexander Arnold leaving. But that legendary status still remains because he's won it all and done everything for Liverpool. Thank you all for listening and watching this video. Please support this channel. We're trying to grow this football channel. Please help us, like us, and just subscribe and hit the notification button, and subsequent videos like this you get to see, and we need you guys to react. Drop your reaction. Thank you very much, and have a lovely day.